guys, I'm Katie Cook.
And I'm Matt Dowell. Thanks for being with us tonight for our season premiere of Entertainment Weekly. Mila Kunis has been named the sexiest woman alive by Esquire magazine. The 29-year-old star, born in the Ukraine and raised in California, has risen to stardom from her roles in That 70s Show, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and Black Swan. The magazine stated that Kunis was the most beautiful, opinionated, talkative, and funny movie star we've all known since she was 9. Well, that's a little creepy. Congrats, Mila.
Well, folks, it looks like Rihanna has not only forgiven notorious ex-boyfriend Chris Brown for his domestic assault, but has obviously decided to reignite their former romance through massive amounts of PDA at popular nightclubs and snuggling close at NYC concerts. When discussing his split from former girlfriend and model, can't pronounce her name, Tran, Brown claims that he wants to focus on his career, and although he is still in love with Tran, he doesn't want to see her hurt over his friendship with Rihanna. "I'd rather be single," he said in a statement to E! News, allowing us to both be happy in our lives. If Brown's idea of focusing on his career is sucking face with the innocent girl he battered and bruised only 3 years ago, then yeah, he's definitely on the right path to success. Although the pair is obviously putting the 2009 incident behind them, the judge in the case is not. Brown remains under probation after he recently tested positive for marijuana. Classy. Someone needs to remind the Barbadian songstress that some traits can't be fixed with a kiss or a restraining order.
The much-anticipated sequel, Taken 2, dominated the box office in its opening weekend. The movie grossed $50 million in its first 3 days, doubling the amount that the first Taken movie made in its opening weekend. Rounding out the top 5 movies this weekend are Hotel Transylvania, Pitch Perfect, Looper, and Frankenweenie. However, none of those movies came close to making the amount that Taken 2 did. Whether you saw the movie or not, it's safe to say that Liam Neeson is at the peak of his career right now.
Now let's check in with reporter Kelsey Willock for this week's Senior Sit-Down. Kelsey?
Thanks, guys. My name's Kelsey Willock, and I'm sitting down with Gabrielle Baldini to talk to her about her role as the editor of Her Campus. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Great. So tell me a little bit about your role.
So I took over as editor of Her Campus in the second half of last semester when I was a junior. I'm a senior now. Basically, the way that Her Campus works is we're divided into 2 sections. We have the editorial component, and then we have the PR component. And I am the editor of the content. Each of those sections is headed by a section editor, and they sort of set up editorial calendars that I oversee, and then they send me their writer's content, and I do the final edits, and then we publish throughout the week. And it's basically all content that's geared towards young college women.
How did you get involved with it?
I started out as a freshman writer. And then my sophomore year, I took over as the section editor of the blogging section. And then I blogged for the national site when I was abroad in Florence my junior year. When I got back, I was the section editor of Campus Cutie. And then in the second half of my junior year, I took over as editor.
Wonderful. I've heard Campus Cutie's doing very well.
Campus Cutie is doing very well. We were recently awarded having the hottest guys on campus, on a college campus, which is great. It's great publicity for us.
Keep a lookout, girls.
Yes, keep a lookout, exactly. And basically the way the Campus Cutie works is we select guys, or guys are nominated, and we do a quick fun interview and a photo shoot, and then they go up on our site once a week.
Sounds like a lot of work, though.
It is a lot of work. It's a lot to manage, but like I said, I've been involved with it for all 4 years, so it's my main extracurricular, so I'm pretty used to working into my schedule. This year I am the PR intern at the law school, and in years past I have interned at a local event planners downtown, and I also write for the OGB and a few other publications and blogs. So I'm busy, but in a good way.
Do you see yourself taking this route?
Yes, definitely. As long as it's writing focused, I'll be happy.
Well, good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Thanks for sitting down with us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, this has been Entertainment Weekly with Kelsey Willock and Gabrielle Baldini.
Thanks, Kelsey. Now let's hear from our favorite Demon Deacon critic, Alexa Erb. Alexa?
I'm Alexa Erb, and welcome to What the Forest. It's a Thursday night, and you're in the pit, headed to the sandwich line when you see her. She's all dolled up, hopes up far too high, waiting for her typical Wake Forest Sperry-sporting, polo-wearing boy to get back from the Mongolian grill. This poor unfortunate soul is on a pit date. Ladies, first things first, a boy that swipes you in isn't chivalrous, he's cheap. It means that he doesn't care enough to spend real money or even food dollars on you. Honey, you deserve better. Don't be fooled by his Wake Forest hair and charming southern accent. Find a man that will take you to the mag room. Don't settle for the boy that meets you at the pit. No matter what lies your friends tell you, you won't spend your pit date gazing into each other's eyes as you sit at a high table. Fact of the matter is, he'll choose a long table in the middle of the pit. You'll get back to your reserved seats with your salad 20 minutes before he gets his food, all the while sitting there like a friendless loser. As you try to flirt, he'll scarf down his food, never hearing a word over the sound of everyone else's conversations. As soon as he looks up, his plate is cleaned and he's ready to go. There's nothing dreamy or enchanting about the pit, ladies and gentlemen. If someone asks you on a pit date, they're not interested. In the off chance they are interested and think that a pit date is the way to win your heart, you should probably rethink investing time and effort into this relationship. Pit dates. What the forest.
So how do you feel about those pit dates, Katie?
Oh, I've never been on one, so thank God.
We're all here for you.
Don't touch me. Some ferocious F-bomb drama hit American Idol set during auditions in Charlotte this week after newly appointed judge Nicki Minaj called out fellow judge Mariah Carey. After supposedly being patronized by the pop singer during a panel discussion, Minaj became irate, threatening to, quote, knock Mariah out and telling her that if she had a problem, she need to handle it. Minaj then proceeded to completely lose it, screaming to someone off stage that she told them, I'm not expletive, putting up with her expletive highness over there. Figured the expletive out. Figure it out. While Mariah simply threw up her hands in protest, completely drowned out by the super bass rapper's rant. In response to TMZ's public leak of the incident via video, Mariah has beefed up her security detail, additionally claiming to Barbara Walters that Minaj threatened to shoot her with a gun. Blindsided by the reaction after the duo supposedly agreed to move forward in a positive light and not speak about the incident to the press, executive producer Nigel Lithgow claims that the death threat is absolute rubbish. Whether an actual feud or a weight-boosting stunt, one thing is for sure. This season of American Idol is going to make some serious headlines.
Shakira is pregnant and finally showing it. While the Latino star announced her pregnancy a few months ago, she's finally starting to show off her baby bump. Over the weekend, she posted a picture of herself on Twitter in a classy dress with the bump clearly showing. She looked happy and healthy, and let's be real, it's still in better shape than 99% of the world. Even a baby can't stop Shakira from looking good. Now let's check in with Sparky Thompson for this week's edition of Wake.0. Each week, Sparky will give us an update on YouTube's hottest, funniest, and often most embarrassing videos. What do you have for us this week, Sparky?
Wake.0 features videos from the internet and is intended for a college audience only. Wake Forest does not condone the activities performed, but I do. Enjoy.
Ever been in a cockpit before?
No, sir, I've never been up in a plane before.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Hey guys, this is Wake.0. I'm Sparky Thompson, and today we're going to be talking about the infamous subject of college campus streakers. I thought this was a weird idea for me to be naked on screen, but the producers told me they wanted something nude. Oh, they wanted something new. Well, that's okay. We have both. We're just going to roll with it. So we've got all kinds of college campus streakers to look at. We've got the college football game streaker. We've always got the college soccer game streaker. We've got the college student running through Chuck E. Cheese through little kids streaker. We don't have that clip? Well, I wish we did. And now we've got the college whole student body streak. And yes, this is me supporting Naked Forest 2013. And last but not least, we do have our Lone Ranger college campus streaker. Let's pause for a second. That looks like a ball. And speaking of streaking looking like a ball, I think we had someone on campus think the same thing, because now it is, yes, the moment you've all been waiting for, the Wake Forest campus streaker. And we have an exclusive photo. What the hell is that? They told me what happens in Mexico stays in Mexico. At least they took the picture before I started doing body shots off of my sister. What? Don't act like you haven't been there. Someone take this off so we can see the real campus streaker. Now we're going to start the clock, and I'm going to make fun of this guy until I can't think of any more funny things to say. To start things off, anyone that saw this guy from the front, let's give him a little more credit. It was kind of nippy outside. I mean, 85 degrees. Man. And I know what you're thinking. This guy has no room to talk. There's nothing hanging out from under that censor bar. Well, I'll tell you this. That's what we have editors for. Let's give him some credit, though, for the rest of his lower half. I mean, those are some Jennifer Lopez Latino legs. A little bit lighter, though. I think we're looking at a shade difference of somewhere between Bill Cosby and Hillary Clinton, but he's He's got the tone going. I mean, if I had buns of steel like this, I'd probably be streaking around campus too, but these puppy pecks and thunder thighs only come out in the dark. But you know what they say, it's better with the lights off. I know what all you guys out there are thinking. Man, these guy streakers are hot. But in case some of you for some reason would want to see a girl streaker, here's our bikini streaker. It looks like Hooters does give Saturdays off. I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back. This has been this week's Wake.0. I'm Sparky Thompson, and unfortunately, it is time to change the channel. But before we give it back to our anchors, we're going to kick it back to some old school. And I know I left my remote somewhere around here. It is. Great.
We're right, come on! Woo! Woo! We're streaking! We're streaking! Woo! Woo! Come on!
Thanks, Sparky. Now let's check in with Mike Dempsey to hear what rumor he has cooked up for us this week.
Hi guys, I'm Mike Dempsey here with this week's Rumor Has It. Rumor has it that Britain's boy band One Direction might be one member short for a little while. That's right, singer Niall Horan might be out of the band for an extended period of time due to some serious injuries that he's been having with his ligaments. That's all for this week. Back to you, Matt and Katie.
Now let's check in with our favorite fashionistas, Corvea Jeffries and Moncapur Conte. Ladies?
Hey again, Wake. Moncapur here with the lovely Corvea with some more vital information for your everyday life.
Yes, you all. We're back with another installment of Wake Up Your Style.
And this week we're letting you know which celebrity styles we adore. Corvea.
Tracy Ellis Ross is my name celeb stylist of the week. Not only does her style speak for women who are chic, but also edgy and sexy while being super sophisticated. You can't beat that. Moncapur, did you know she is unstyled?
No way.
That's right. She's unstyled. She doesn't use a stylist. She says it's because she loves playing dress up. How refreshing is that?
That's really nice.
If you look at your screen, you can peep this cute fit she rocked on a night out. You can even recreate this look for a date, for class. It's a multi-purpose getup. It's a chiffon-esque high-low shirt accompanied with a skinny gold belt, and she wears a long pleated ombre skirt in blush and nude. Her lipstick is a maroon color, and she has beaded red chandelier earrings. It makes it all the more better. Check out more of her looks on TracyEllisRoss.com.
I love that. Tracy Ellis Ross usually keeps it a lot more classy than my girl Rihanna, but I still adore everything about the risk Rihanna takes in her fashion. And I think Wake girls could definitely learn a lesson from her. And her outfit here represents a cold weather staple of mine, loose, thick sweaters. You can usually grab one at your favorite store, but I like to thrift for mine because you find sweaters with awesome patterns and they're unique and the textures and colors are all different, just like the one Rihanna's rocking for like no money. And wow, the cold front this past weekend warmed my heart because I love my sweaters. I'm not quite ready to give up my shorts just yet, so you'll still catch me in a getup like this with shorts paired with tights. Finish it off with your favorite boots, flat ones for class, and maybe a heeled booty for when you want to dress it up. And just like Tracy Ellis Ross, add some lipstick for a more feminine touch to add, you know, a little girliness to the looseness of the sweater.
Absolutely. That's all we have for our time this week. But my dapper deacon dudes, we will be sure to start helping you wake up your style too.
We didn't forget about you, guys and girls. If you have a look that you love, let us know. Email Corvea and I pictures of you in your favorite outfit if you'd like to be featured on Wake Up Your Style.
So, Kate, I definitely think you should take some of Rihanna's fashion tips.
Oh, yeah. You should dress up like Chris Brown. Wow. If I said the name Psy J Sang, would you know who I was talking about? Probably not. However, if I told you he was the guy who sang the hit single Gangnam Style, you would totally have a clear visual image of the guy I'm talking about. Right now, you're visualizing a chubby Korean guy with glasses riding an imaginary horse. But if Psy's record label would have had it their way, your inner eye would have been way out of focus. According to published reports, the Korean hitmaker was horrified when record company execs suggested that he undergo major plastic surgery to solve his supposed looks problem. After discussing possible alternatives to going under the knife, one CEO suggested Psy wear a cool mask to hide his facial imperfections. Although the label didn't conclusively come to an agreement, one can't help but wonder if the Gangnam Style singer's signature glasses were the company's compromise. But honestly, who needs a facelift when you're an international sensation?
Now let's check in with reporter Megan Fairchild for this week's new segment, Wake Walking. Megan? Forbes magazine released their list of the richest women in the world over the weekend. Topping the list is none other than Oprah Winfrey, who made an estimated $165 million in the past year alone, easily beating all the other women on the list. Coming in second is pop star Britney Spears, who made $58 million, just edging out Taylor Swift by $1 million. Rounding out the top 5 on the list are Rihanna and Ellen DeGeneres, tied at 4th, and Lady Gaga and Jennifer Lopez, tied at 5th.
Well, it looks like this year's presidential race is going somewhere that no other election has gone before: Sesame Street. While discussing how he would stop government subsidies to the PBS network, Romney claimed that although he liked PBS and loved Big Bird, he doesn't want to keep spending money and then borrowing money from China to pay for it. The social outcry from the Republican presidential nominee's plans to supposedly kill the beloved bird have thus far ranged from sincere to borderline hilarious. According to Twitter, Big Bird proclaimed that on the day following the debate, he actually missed Romney's comments after the account at Sesame Street tweeted, "My bedtime is usually 7:45, but I was really tired yesterday and fell asleep at 7. Did I miss anything last night?" One poster shows Big Bird saying, "I thought people who acted like you live in trash cans, not mansions." Kesha's boyfriend and Sesame Street resident Grouch could not be reached for comment.
And that's all we have for you this week for Entertainment Weekly. I'm Matt Dowell.
And I'm Katie Cook. Thanks for being with us tonight, and be sure to tune in next week.